gentlemen, it's time once again for Ultra Quiz Plus, the absurd comedy quiz featuring Maine's top comics answering ridiculous questions. We're recording live from the world-famous Craft Brew Underground here at 34 Court Street in Auburn, Maine. Yes, Craft Brew Underground, home of over 200 craft beers, wonderful, friendly staff. And tonight, Maine's premier comedy quiz show, Ultra Quiz Plus. I am the sonorous and terrific Sheldon Bird. And now it's time to give a big hand to our host, Doug Bergfeld.
Thank you! Thank you, Sheldon. Thank you very much. Yes, it's time for Ultra Quiz Plus. Again, I'm your host, Doug Bergfeld, and tonight with me, we have some of the creamiest of area comedians. We've got tonight Dawn Hartill, who's a mother of three and comedian from Lewiston.
Hello.
Dawn?
Good to be back.
Here for Dawn.
Woo!
Also, we have an Auburn comedian, I believe, Nate Hamlin.
Yes, definitely Auburn, not Lewiston.
Definitely Auburn, not Lewiston.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get that wrong.
Really matter.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Sheldon
yes.
Bird. Also joining us is Lewiston comedian Nate White.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Right. That's the cast tonight. And what we're going to do tonight is we're going to leap right into, if we're ready, we're going to leap right into question number one. And we're going to start with Dawn Hartill. But Dawn, before we start with you, I feel like you're a working comedian and have some things that you'd like to tell us about.
I do have some things. Last week I headlined at Empire Comedy Club in Portland, Maine, and that was an amazing show.
Wow.
Yeah, this Friday night, the 27th, I will be at the Maine Repertory Theater doing one of my favorite shows, You Should Smile More.
Oh, that's a good name.
Yeah, and then coming up in October, I will be in Vermont for 3 days, the 11th, 12th, and 13th, at a women's performers retreat.
Really?
Yes, and I will be bringing them some comedy and some workshops about stress management.
So a place
And
where
no boys allowed.
No boys allowed.
probably a place where no one will ask you what it's like to be a female comedian.
Comedian.
Oh, no.
I hate that word.
Well, Dawn, I bet you do. Are you ready now for the first question
I
of
am.
tonight's Ultra Quiz Plus? Here we go. Here it comes. Choose the item that this sentence that I'm about to read to you describes. The sentence is, I go every week and I always opt for the bottom blast.
Ooh.
Is it describing, number one, me describing my frequent visits to my favorite bargain burrito truck? Is it two, Jerry Falwell Jr. describing his many trips to Miami dance clubs?
Wow.
Could be that. You could get three, a man named Dick describing his winter car care regimen. Or is it four, Representative Jim Jordan describing his favorite wrestling move?
Wow, those are all good answers.
Why,
but
thank you, Don.
Credit to the writers, whoever they are.
Oh, yeah, they're amazing. They don't know how to dress, but they're amazing writers. I'm going to have to say, I'm going to have to go because it's a little known fact. I actually used to work for Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia, and I've met Jerry Falwell Jr.
Yeah, really?
Yes, and I am going with that answer all the way.
So you're going with Jerry Falwell on a Miami dance hall trip.
Absolutely.
Fantastic, fantastic. Nate Hamlin, where do you think you're coming in on this one?
I'm going to go with C, which was the car wash, because I have met a few dicks in Maine, and they're always pretty precise about their vehicles, and they always want to make sure that they're in the best shape. So it would make sense that.
I think, and up for a bottom blast.
Yeah,
right?
so always up for a bottom
And
blast.
were all the dicks in a bag? You get it, bag of dicks.
Hey!
And all those dicks would pay extra for the bottom blast.
Of course,
Yes.
of course.
Oh, I get it. A bag of dicks.
Yeah. Nate White, where do you think you would come in on question number one?
Well, speaking from personal experience, I'm going to go with A, Taco Bell. I've had many Baja blasts and many, many bottom blasts, all attributed to my
I really didn't
Taco Bell
picture
visit.
Nate as a bottom, but I see it now.
Very versatile.
Yeah, it's
Very
coming through
versatile.
loud and clear. especially slathered in burritos. All right.
Are you the reason that the Taco Bell in Auburn had to close for 3 months?
Yeah. Yep.
That was
just
okay, that
called
was it?
bathroom maintenance.
Yeah.
Little
I
known
thought
fact.
so, but
Well, hey, everybody. Turns out the answer to that question was 3. A man named Dick describing his winter car care regimen.
Wow.
Sheldon was a witness to the unusual incident.
And newcomer Nate Hamlin's on the board already.
on the board.
I was there.
Winner's luck, winner's luck. All right, now, how do we feel? Do we feel like we can move into the next question, just straight on to the next question?
I'm ready.
Oh,
I think we can do it.
I love the enthusiasm. So, Nate Hamlin, you're going to get the next question. But before you get it, what are you going to be up to, comedy show-wise, coming up?
I don't have any scheduled performances, but I do go to the 84 Court open mics every second Tuesday and fourth Tuesday. And I tend to go to those, so if you're interested in seeing me, I will be at those.
I think you should use this time to speak about the amazing comedy teacher that brought you into stand-up comedy.
And actually, a little known fact, 6 months ago, it was my first comedy performance, and it was at the end of Dawn Hartill's comedy class that I took with her. So I guess I should give a little plug for Dawn there, because without her, I would not be
You
here.
can refer to me as Sensei.
Sensei Dawn is the affectionate term we've been using lately. So,
Mother of all comedians.
Dawn Hartill, in more ways than one, is really the Phil Spector, I think, of Lewiston Auburn comedy.
I will take that as a good, positive compliment, Mr.
Yes.
Bergfeld.
Same
Not just the
hair.
hair. All right. Okay, actually, I was kidding. She has very lovely hair. Moving on. Are you ready for question number 2?
absolutely.
And before I say, I want to vouch for that 84 Court open mic. I've actually done it there. I've seen it. It's a great show, well run. If you happen to be around 84 Court Street Pizza, go up and check out that show.
Who
All right.
runs that?
I think
It's the River Comics. You can reach them
it is
at
the River Comics.
rivercomics.com.
What's that?
I didn't know it was a whole joint. It's a joint with River Comics. Thank you, Don. I appreciate you correcting me there. Okay, Nate Hamlin, here we go. Question number 2. Name the book that is destined to become the next horror bestseller. Here we go. Is it IT? Pam from HR descends into the labyrinth of tech support calling trees only to discover that when she finally gets to a live person, she finds she is talking to herself. IT. Destined to become a horror classic. Or you could have a number 2, interview with an umpire. Ever wonder where umpires go after the game? Then dare to plunge into a world where you're never safe and not even 3 strikes will get you out. All right? Come on, that deserved more, I think. Anyway, moving on. Feel free to laugh into the mics. I know you're holding back. Number 3, you could have Rose's hairy baby.
Ew.
Right? Yeah. It's a Lewiston woman who's never been pregnant who starts pushing her pug around in a pram. We know her. Or you could have number 4, telltale fart. When her husband suddenly went missing, she was confused and bewildered. Was he kidnapped? Did he have an accident? She would spare no expense and travel the world to find him. Then one night, as she lay in bed, she smelled the smell that would change everything. Telltale fart. Which one of these new books is destined to become a number 1 bestseller, Nate Hamlin?
I'm going to have to go with number 1, IT, because personally I've had to deal with many customer service calls and that type of stuff, and I know it's a nightmare trying to get anybody on the phone, an actual person on the phone, and so that definitely resonates with me personally.
Did you try clearing your cookies and cache first? That usually helps.
I love cookies and cash.
Yeah. Cookies and cash and their friend private browsing. Yeah.
So I will definitely go with number 1.
Actually, I think that's going to be a new cop show coming up this fall on Fox. It's Cookies and Cash. All right. Moving on.
It sounds a lot like CSI Cyber.
Is that the same
Yeah.
thing? Oh, jeez, I always
Sorry,
steal
Doug.
before I.
Yeah.
God damn, I get. Well, thank you, Nate Hamlin. Nate White. Which
Yes.
one do you think is the one?
You know, I actually remember this story of Rosemary's Hairy Baby. My mother's name's actually Rose, and it's actually a little known fact. When I was born, she was actually wearing a merkin. I don't know if you know what a merkin is, but if you don't, look it up.
We're all Merkins.
Yeah, we're all merkins. Not merkins. It's a merkin. It's a merkin. It actually came off on my head, so it looked like I had a little beard when I was born. And it was so wild. They called me Merkin Nate for the longest time.
Did they?
Yeah.
I wonder if that will ever happen
it's
again.
definitely Rose's hairy baby or Rosemary's hairy baby.
I just want to check, make sure you're okay, Dave, because you were literally in a room full of comedians and you told that story.
Yeah.
Excellent, Smithers.
I will never be able to look at Nate's mom again.
Yeah,
Don't.
or Nate's haircut. Don, where do you think you fall on this question about the book?
Yeah, those were all good suggestions. And as an IT professional, I feel like I should go with IT, but I'm going to also go with Rose's Hairy Baby. As a Lewiston mom of 3, I've had 3 very hairy babies.
You have?
Yeah. The oldest actually had to have a haircut at 8 days old. He was choking on his hair.
On his hair.
It's a funny story now.
Yeah.
Well, turns out the answer to that question was, in fact, Rose's Hairy Baby.
Yay!
Biggies.
All right, we are cruising through the show here at Ultra Quiz Plus with me, your host, Doug Bergfeld, Sheldon Bird in the Birdcage, Dawn Hartill, Nate Hamlin, Nate White, here at wonderful CBU, Craft Brew Underground, 34 Court Street in Auburn, Maine, home of over 200 beers. And as always, we're Ultra Quiz Plus. We didn't have to plus it, but we did! And we're back to Ultra Quiz Plus. Me, of course, your host, Doug Bergfeld, with Dawn Hartill, Nate Hamlin, Nate White, Sheldon Bird in the Birdcage. Here at CBU. Moving into question number 3 in Ultra Quiz Plus, going to the amazing Nate White.
Hi.
Nate, are you ready for your question?
I think I am.
Well, I'm not ready for it yet because I want you to tell me more about what you'll be up to coming up.
Ooh, let's see. If you're feeling quizzical, I host a trivia night every Monday at a place called Cowbell in Lewiston, Maine at 7 p.m.
Because everybody needs more cowbell.
Okay. I also do improv every 4th Friday of the month right here at Craft Brew Underground. It's a free show. It's very funny, I'm told.
And what's the name of that improv group, Nate?
Underground Improv. Wow. It's supposed to be amazing.
Are you seriously telling
Yes.
me, Nate White, that there is an improv group that appears here at Craft Brew Underground, same venue as Ultra Quiz Plus?
Right here. A different room, but the same venue. I
Same.
know. It's crazy.
And is it September 20th?
It's September 20th.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
What time does that happen?
8.
Is it 8?
PM.
It's 8.
Yeah,
It's 8
wow.
p.m. It is
Pretty-
8 p.m.
it's pretty
Also,
late.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the website www.therivercomics.com. Apparently, I'm a member of that group, though I do nothing with them, but I feel like I should at least give them a plug.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a group of comedians that
It's
do
really
comedy.
hard to get in that group.
It's very hard.
Yeah,
It's
very hard to
very
get in.
exclusive. You gotta be
You have
dedicated.
to have a penis.
Oh, it's one of those
Yeah,
groups.
just
Yeah,
a
that's
side
fine.
note.
Let's go on to the question. What do you say?
I say let's do it.
Okay, we're doing it. Question number 3, Nate White. Here it is. This is an easy one.
Good.
Name the top thing that sounds good but is not good.
Ooh, okay.
Right?
A Day with Nate White.
Hey.
Before the multiple choice comes in.
Yeah.
That's a point, Sheldon.
Way ahead of you.
I have a feeling that after this question, Dawn will want to check the score. So,
Yes,
moving
sir.
on. Is it 1, Boston cream pie?
Okay.
Right? Never good. 2, zoodles.
Ugh.
Zoodles.
Yeah, you know what a zoodle is?
Those veggie noodles that were
They're made out of zucchini, right? Actually, if you want to hear more about zoodles, meet me by the dumpster. Okay. Also, you could have 3, riding out a hurricane.
Ooh.
You could have 4, marriage.
Eey.
Yikes.
Or you could have 5, having kids.
Oh no.
Or 6, 2 girls, 1 cone.
Oh. Is that chocolate soft serve?
I don't really know a thing about it. It was suggested to me by, somebody.
Did you say cone or
Yeah.
comb?
Cone.
Oh, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, it's a
Got
whole
it.
different thing. I don't really know what do you think, though, Nate? What do you think is the top thing that sounds good, but is not good at all?
I wanna say, I lived in Boston for a time, and I've had some Boston cream pies.
You have.
And I'll tell you what, that cream pie sounded good, and it was good.
Oh.
She didn't think so, but I thought it was great. So I don't know if that applies. You know what? I'm gonna go. I can't get my mind off of zoodles. And
Zoodles, you can't get my mind off.
I want to know what you're going to be doing at the dumpster mostly.
Can't get my mind off of Zoodles.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Zoodles. Yeah, I'm going to go with zoodles.
All right, that's Nate White. Don, where do you think you would like to come in here on the thing that is not good?
Well, sounds good, but is not truly good.
Right, sounds good,
I'm
isn't
definitely
good.
going to go with 2 girls, 1 cone. Because
Yeah.
I am not sharing ice cream with any other girl.
Yeah, that's the take I would have on that, too.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
no good.
Well, there's no ice cream involved in that, I don't think.
Oh.
It's just a
You
cone.
would know, Nate White.
I would, yeah. There's 0.
Yeah, he would know, wouldn't he? All right, moving right along. Nate Hamlin.
I'm going to go with riding out a hurricane because although it seems like it might be a little adventurous,
Yeah.
there's probably a good chance I'm going to have to be in the South to do that. And
Yeah.
I'm going to try to steer clear of the South whenever possible.
Right.
I mean, especially Florida, it's
Right.
just kind of meth heads and
Yeah.
gators there. I don't want anything to do with it, especially not when a hurricane's running through. So
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So it would be fun.
it seems fun,
just
but I
rarely
think long term it would not be.
Long term,
Yeah.
that's what's not going to work out for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, turns out the answer to that question is number 6, 2 girls, 1 cone. It is definitely the worst thing that sounds good but isn't.
Ms.
I know
Hartill
my
scores
pointy
again.
objects.
Yes, she does.
Sheldon, let's get a quick check of the scores.
Oh! I wonder who's winning.
At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, Dawn Hartill is in the lead with 4. Nate White bringing up middle or mid-range
I'm always in the middle.
with 3. And Nate Hamlin with 1. So Nate Hamlin needs to step it up.
My mom would be so proud.
What? I'm winning? Who knew?
Oh, I know.
If you put us together, we're tied, though.
Yeah,
We could join forces, 2 Nates.
I feel like the Nates should probably just team up here, but
2 Nates.
We
don't
get
make a
3
tie.
Nates sometimes. We could do it.
We'll try it. We can
An
do it.
all-Nate show?
We can do an all-Nate show, yeah.
The girls will be lining up out the door.
2 girls,
Too many
1
Nates.
cone, 2 Nates, 1 score. Does that give me a point? Does that give me a point?
All right. Point to whoever did that. Who did that?
Nate Hamlin.
Hey, good on. So
Still in
with that-
third.
With that timely quip, the scores have tightened up quite a lot, and there's all to play for as we move into question number 4, who, by luck of the draw, goes to Dawn Hartill. Right? You're going to try to figure out, Dawn, which one of these is the real obituary of a minor celebrity.
Oh, B-list celebrity. Got it.
B is generous.
Oh, J-list celebrity. Got it.
DJ.
Yes. It could be 1, pumpkin spice. Mary Cardamon died this week. She was thought of by many as the 6th Spice Girl, but her orange-tinted skin and green-knitted beanie did not resonate with early audiences, and many found her songs to be overly pithy.
Oh, and she would look like an Oompa
A
Loompa.
little bit. That's pumpkin spice died this week. Or could be Mac Shore. Mac Shore, not much on the obituary for Mac. The heralded creator of the free vehicle safety check died this week when his brakes failed.
Oh.
And with a name like Shore, he's probably all washed up.
Washed up!
Ba-bum-bum.
Yeah, well, no, it's not getting Johnny.
Ah,
Yeah, it's not
Sheldon at the
Put your
birdcage
pencil
is
down,
getting
Sheldon.
judgy.
You could also
why I get the
died
big
this
bucks.
week. Bjorn Green. Bjorn Green While primitive hedge mazes had been in existence since the day after the first Bronze Age machete was forged and used by early man to lure females into their clutches with a bit of fun, Bjorn, a gardener to kings and princes, took it to new heights as a place to seduce his many royal mistresses. It ended in tragedy, however, when King Henry VIII chopped his cock off, ironically, with a Bronze Age machete.
Chop his what?
Whoa. I've seen something like that near the dumpsters.
Yeah! Yes, I remember. Or it could be, number 4, died this week, could be Tatty Bojangles. Inventor and fashion activist Tatty Bojangles died this week after a long illness caused by being crushingly poor. She was most well known for being the creator of the honker honker, which is a breast implant that makes a sound when you squeeze it. At first, just honks were available, but new technology eventually allowed for other sounds and even songs, like Happy Birthday, or I'm Just a Girl That Can't Say No, or If I Knew You Were Coming, I'd Have Baked a Cake, and of course, the ironic, I Like Big Butts. Tatty fell on hard times when it was discovered that the sound-making chip was full of lead and was making gals with bigger boobs progressively dumber. She lost everything in the eventual lawsuits. Could it be Tatty Bojangles?
Wow. Kudos to the writers. There's a lot of detail in that 4th answer.
Extreme
Tatty's
detail.
appearance
You
on
had
the quiz.
butts, you had boobs. Wow.
I'm into that. That's a good subject for me, yeah.
Writers were up late last night with that one.
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to go with Bjorn Edward Scissorhands Green there.
Bjorn Green!
Yeah.
Don, you're in for Bjorn Green. How about you, Nate Hamlin?
I'm going to go with, was it Kathy or Tathy Bojangles?
Oh, it's Tatty.
Tathy.
Bojangles.
I'm going to go with that just because the name Tathy. I mean,
You just like the name.
yeah,
You
I
can't
like
say
that.
or
And I mean, and
remember.
she seems like an innovator.
Yeah.
She did a lot for the world. So
Yeah, definitely ahead of her time. Big feminist. And you, Nate White.
I'm going to go with Tathy Bojangles.
Kathy.
Kathy. It's not Tathy.
No, it's Tatty.
Taffy.
Tatty Bojangles.
Tatty. Oh,
Am I
that's
saying it right? It's Taffy?
Yeah. You know, tit for tat.
Taffy.
Tatty.
Tatty?
Tatty
Bojangles.
Tatty Bojangles.
Tatty. I'm going to go with Tatty Bojangles.
Oh, there's some
only
good
because
radio right there.
That's
Let me tell you.
great.
For the record, I did not know it was Tatty. I thought it was Tathy, but knowing that it's Tatty just makes my decision even stronger.
You want to go with
Yeah.
Tatty Bojangles.
Yeah.
That's-
It's definitely Tatty. I do have a bone to pick with Tatty, though. You said she is the inventor of sounds that breasts make.
She is.
I had no idea that those were implants. I thought every breast made a noise, and
No.
now I feel lied to, and she's gone, and I can't
You
talk
might
to
have
her.
been one of her.
Yeah, because Nate, he had a hard time remembering that name because there's so many girls' names that he has to remember.
That's right. He does have to remember lots of people's names.
Yes, like my mom.
So anyway,
Apparently he squeezed them all.
Relatives.
I just want to point out that every man on the panel selected the question that involved a boob. Me too, by the way. Because the correct answer is Tatty Bojangles.
Yes. Way to go,
Of
Nate.
course.
Of course, it's Tatty Bojangles, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so, and I want to say compliments to Russell Howard. Okay, when we come back, we're going to move into the charity round. And I caution our panelists and our guests. This is a very serious round involving very serious subjects, wherein I will read out some needy entities and our comedians will donate their points to that entity. I'm Doug Bergfeld with Dawn Hartill, Nate Hamlin, Nate White, Sheldon Bird in the birdcage.
Tweet.
And we didn't have to plus it, but we did. And we're back to Ultra Quiz Plus with me, your host, Doug Bergfeld, Dawn Hartill, Nate Hamlin, Nate White, the wonderful Sheldon Bird in the birdcage,
Tweet.
and me, your host, Doug Bergfeld, and we are now getting ready for the very serious charity round. And I bid our panelists put your jocularity aside and focus on the needy entities.
Nate White, put your jocularity away.
It is zipped
Girls
up.
don't want to see it.
Well, they can't.
Are you ready to hear about the needy entities to which you will be donating your points?
Do we get a percentage of like the profit or?
No, so it's
Giving
a
it all
charity.
away.
Yeah, but I mean, if they get 90,
Yeah, I
we
mean,
get 10.
we're playing for them,
Pretty nice
so
of us.
I
You're
feel like
basically playing, but you're sort of a pass.
we should get a cut.
You're sort of a pass-through entity.
Do you guys not
You get my
understand the
voiceover.
concept of charity? You don't get a cut.
Yeah, I mean, if
looking
I'm
for
donating
admin.
my time,
Yeah.
I should get something.
You get my
What are you,
voice
the
on your
Susan
answering machine.
Hillman Foundation? You get a cut of the profits?
Yeah, I get a cut.
What are you, the United Way?
Can I write off my time?
Trying to run a successful business here. I mean,
I see.
trying to help.
I
the
see.
I'm sorry.
The successful business in comedy quizzing.
Yes.
It's worked for me so far. All right, so we're moving on. Now, by the way, you're trying to draw me into your fisticuffs and horseplay. This is a serious charity round. Now,
Newcomer Nate Hamlin, very serious.
Very serious.
wipe that look off your face, Hamlin.
I am serious.
All right, here we go. Moving on to. I just can't believe what's happening. All right, so moving on. So tonight's charity round, we're going to give our points that are usable at the local landfill for selected items. You're allowed to walk up and down the sidewalk out front of Portland Museum of Art on Free Sunday. And of course, you can use them at your local library with a library card. Okay, so struggling charity round. These tonight are struggling lifestyle bloggers. Ready? This is an open round, so if you've selected someone to give your points to, just jump right in whenever you like. You could give your points to lifestyle blogger Lesbian. The eponymous daily journal blog, excuse me. It's just I get so emotional. I'm sorry, I'll try to be more professional. The eponymous daily journal blog by a man named Lesbian. Just go directly to the comments and you'll see why Les is struggling.
I've heard he had quite the beard.
Yes, he did. Hey. Now, sorry, I get emotional. Or you could donate your points, right, to the blog known as Life Theory. It's a woman who writes daily conclusions about the meaning of life, only based on what happened to her on that one day. Subscribe to read life lessons like life is like cornering a skunk on the porch. It smells bad for days. Or life is like biting into a Hot Pocket that's too hot from the microwave. If you put it in your mouth, you might get a big surprise. Could it be the lifestyle blog Life Theory?
I could not relate to that at all.
Cannot relate. All right. You could then go for a blog called Appropriate Human Feelings Blog. This is a blustering sociopathic narcissist who writes cute posts about innocuous subjects only to draw you in and to destroy your sense of well-being in the comment section. It's also called Twitter. Or you could have the charity lifestyle blogger known as iMime, a video blog or vlog in which a mime uses mime to express their feelings. He apparently lives in a box with very strong winds and lots of escalators. So which one of these needy charities would you like to donate your points to tonight? Nate Hamlin.
I am gonna go with the mime. It just I'm just gonna let this
What's happening?
play out.
Hey Nate, are you doing all right? Nate, this is Nate White.
I was just trying to get more money singing Sarah McLachlan. Trying to raise some money.
You have to sing sad because we can't show any pictures of abused animals, so that would usually draw the money in pretty quick.
Yeah, we can't do that.
I'm gonna go with the mime just because I've seen a few mimes and I can definitely say I've witnessed firsthand the tragedy that they go through on an everyday basis.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild to see that sometimes they're stuck inside that. They run into stuff. I mean, they could possibly get concussions. There's a lot that could be going on with
Sometimes
that.
they're carrying something that's very light and then suddenly becomes very heavy.
I have seen that too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that they're dealing with I've never dealt with, so
Right.
therefore I feel like I should be helping them out as much as possible.
All right,
That's
Nate.
just
So that's
personally.
very kind of you. Thanks from me to you for the iMime lifestyle blog. Nate White, would you like to?
You
donate
know,
some points?
I'm so stuck on lesbian being a man. Because, men have so many problems these days.
He mispronounced it, Nate. It's le bien.
It's le bien, but he is a man.
I didn't say that.
I think he's a man.
Yeah, he's
and he's,
We don't know their preferred pronoun.
You're right.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
But I think you said he was a man, and it's so hard to be a man these days.
Yeah.
He has to struggle with his sexual identity.
Right.
Wow. Throw that
feel
in
like
the
there's a
box.
song in it.
Give him all my points. My heart really goes out to any man that's struggling in this day and age.
Yes, you really
Wow.
are reading a lot into it. So, Dawn Hartill, where would you like to put your voice?
Oh, I don't know. I was going to say I'm all about inclusiveness, so I would like to go with Labian.
Labian.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll go with that.
You're going with
Despite
Labian.
Nate White's.
Right.
Yeah.
Travesty.
Support
really.
men.
Yeah.
Believe men.
He's supporting them, but for
I feel like,
absolutely ridiculous
support is support. I don't think it matters
So,
where it comes
actually, there's
from.
no right or
Jocularity.
wrong answer for the charity round, right? Your points have been given to the appropriate charity, and good news to I Mime and Lesbian. But sorry, Life Theory, and sorry, Appropriate Human Feelings blog. Apply again next week. Thank you very much. We're moving into the wild, lightning fast world of true or false. That's right. This round never stops. I'm Doug Bergfeld with Sheldon Bird, Dawn Hartill, Nate Hamlin, and Nate White. Are you ready to launch into the lightning fast true or false round?
Ready!
Kaboom.
Yes.
Let's hear it for the true or false round. Okay, it's true or false. You got that, right? What could be easier? It's true or it's false. All right, question number 1. It's an open round. Call out the answer. Number 1, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't perform regular maintenance on a Ford Focus with a blown glass vase.
Absolutely true. Yes, we just sold a Ford. Piece of crap.
Anybody else?
I'm going to go with false because I've seen it happen.
He's going false. Nate?
I'm going to go with false because I
It's
don't know anything about cars.
true! It's true, ladies and gentlemen. Of course it's true. How could it not be true? Lightning fast round. Moving on. Number 2. A scorpion asked to ride across the river on the back of a frog, but the frog called ICE and had him detained. True or false?
False. I heard
False.
he croaked. He croaked.
Oh, no!
Who said that?
White. Hamlin?
I'm going to go with false.
All right.
I'm going to say true.
It's true, ladies and gentlemen. Of course it's true. We live in terrible times. Next is number 3. Garden snails try to live a good life to avoid being reincarnated as humans. True or false?
I'm going to say true, but it's a very slow process.
Hey! Da-da-da-da-da. Nate.
False.
Very dry of you. Nate White.
True. I love Thai food.
It's true, ladies and gentlemen. Of course it's true. That's how
Getting beat
garden
up in
snails
the
are.
the lightning round.
And Don already did the joke there, so I'll leave it alone. Number 4. True or false, you can get rid of red wine stains from your white dress shirt by burning it before your spouse sees it.
False. I've never spilled a drop of alcohol in my entire life.
Absolute lie on Nate White's part.
Nate Hamlin.
I'm going to go with true just because I've said false every time and I haven't gotten one right.
I'm going to say, I have to.
Oh, you have
do
to
my-
answer. I thought you
I'm
were
going to
already
say, we just don't know.
We do know, and it's true, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen. It's true. So, number 5. No one has yet proved that the results of arithmetic are actually true. True or false?
False. False. There's been a ton of mathematicians that have proved that.
Don says true, boys.
I said false.
False.
Oh, she
I
said
had
false.
false. I had a Texas Instrument TI-83 in high school,
Yeah.
and that thing could prove pretty much anything.
It could, yeah.
Yeah.
Could
Could
it
you
spell boobs?
explain to me?
Did it prove you couldn't get a
you turned
girlfriend
it-
carrying around that big calculator?
It proved that I also failed geometry.
If you turned it upside down, did it spell Tatty Bojangles?
No, I only got boobs on it.
Okay, that's right. Nate.
Could you explain to me what this arithmetic? How did you say it? Is it Spanish?
It's Spanish. Yeah, Spanish
it's
for
orig-
maths.
I don't understand
cool.
Could you repeat the question?
So it is in fact true. Yes, it's true. No one's actually proved that it actually is true. So, the current state of world politics, number 6, is proof that the Norse god Loki is abroad in the world. True or false?
True, there are a ton of broads in the world.
That was 100% me abroad.
Jesus Christmas. Next.
I echo Nate's sentiment and say true.
Broads, baby.
Poor Don, yeah? Don?
I'm going to say we just don't know.
Just don't
Yes!
Of course we don't. The
That's
Norse.
the hardest answer to come up with, isn't it?
It is the one. The Norse gods work, as we know, in mysterious ways. Okay, the last question. Number 7. Beyonce is so good at cornhole that friends call her Cornhole Knowles. True or false?
All the single ladies say that. It's true.
I follow her on Instagram, and I've seen that she posts that in the captions all the time.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with true.
Of course it's true! And for the first time in many, many weeks, it was pretty lightning fast.
That's because Leonard wasn't here.
Oh, right, Leonard.
Oh.
I have to
And
write
I've
more.
heard both the Nates are pretty quick.
There you are. Hey!
And painless.
Lightning fast.
And painless.
Lightning fast. Hey,
So
would you like-
fast you didn't know it happened.
Would you like to have some storm sex because of the thunder? No, because it's lightning fast. Anyway, moving on.
You're dead before you know it.
Darkness. So, when we come back, we're going to do the Is It Real or Did I Make It Up round, read by the sonorous and terrific Sheldon Bird. I'm Doug Bergfeld, your host. Of course, Sheldon Bird, Dawn Hartill, Nate Hamlin, Nate White, Carrie Paul in the interns booth for Ultra Quiz Plus here at CBU, 34 Court Street in Auburn, Maine, with 200 craft beers at your disposal, a lovely audience, and we didn't have to bless it,
But
We did.
Now it's time for the mystery round, and tonight the mystery round will be, Is It Real or Did I Make It Up? In which the great, sonorous, and terrific Sheldon Bird will read out what appears to be a news story to each of our comedy panelists, and they will attempt to work out which one of these is real and which ones of these I made up. Are you ready to go, Sheldon?
Ready, Douglas.
Number 1 is directed at Dawn Hartill. Take it away, Mr. Bird.
Ms. Hartill. Current residents of the International Space Station are complaining about the cleanliness of conditions after a newly arriving scientist came with a black light. We were just goofing around with the black light to see which ration containers had the glowiest food, and we were shocked, said Janet Hempstead, the newly arriving scientist. This place is literally covered in semen, everything, everywhere. NASA promised a full investigation, but Janet speculates that the cause is an all-male crew for too long. One current male crew member said on condition of anonymity, "There's no way to know how long that stuff's been here. One of the early crew was a Russian Navy man. You know those guys are big wankers."
Is it real, Dawn Hartill, or did I make it up?
Well, I'm going to say as a mom of 3 teenage boys, black lights are not allowed in my house.
Especially in the laundry.
Yeah, no. Nowhere near
No
any of those
sock drawer.
bedrooms. Nope. Nope. I'm going to say that sounds likely to happen, but I don't think NASA would let that get in the news. So I'm going to say Doug Bergfeld made it up.
Dawn Hartill, Doug Bergfeld did make it up. I made it up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, you saw through my smoke screen that time. Well, we're going to move on now to Nate Hamlin, as we recall, an Auburn comic, for question number 2.
Is that Lewiston?
No,
Oh.
definitely Auburn.
Definitely Auburn.
What is going on over there?
I'm
You have a
editing.
script and everything.
But the problem is, Sheldon, is I can't say everything I think on the microphone for broadcast, and so I am actively editing things. See, that's what's happening. But it's now going to be easy because I'm going to pass it to you.
It's a 2-beer filter, I can tell.
It's a 2 beer, yeah. If I have 3 beers, call the police. So, are you ready, Sheldon, to issue forth the question to Nate Hamlin?
I will issue to Mr. Hamlin.
Thank you.
That's what she said.
Nate, residents of a community in Maine woke up to a surprise in their mailbox one Saturday morning when zucchini appeared in mail receptacles across the city. The zucchini ranged in sizes based on the size of the mailbox. With a population of 3,000, authorities were shocked that the only people who did not have a zucchini were folks with P.O. boxes. The scope of this incident is massive, said Postmaster Doug Crosby. Such a large operation and so fast. Some folks in town speculate it's the result of a curse placed on the town by a recently deceased farmer named Humboldt Rich. Just before he died, the council banned him from walking around town with his zucchini cart. He literally cursed us all at the town council meeting, went home, and died. It's a curse, all right, said the local psychic and animal control officer, May Morton. I just hope it's a one-time thing. We all are worried about what we'll find next Sunday.
Nate Hamlin, is it real or did I make it up?
I am going to have to say that it is real, because I've always heard that if you go up north and you leave your car and you leave your windows rolled down, somebody will fill it up with zucchini, because they just have way too much to deal with up there and they don't know what to do with it. So it wouldn't surprise me if somebody just had an abundance of it, and granted, they may have had a little spite involved with it.
Up around Presque Isle, it's potatoes. But
Potatoes, yeah. But I would say that it wouldn't surprise me if somebody started going and stuffing mailboxes with zucchini because they didn't know what else to do with it. And
Why were we so focused on the size of the zucchinis?
Well, it's the size of the mailbox that it starts with.
Oh, it was the mailbox. The zucchini size did not matter.
You got to fill up.
Yeah, the bigger ones don't fit.
Okay.
The bigger ones don't fit in the small boxes.
Yeah.
Smaller, better. Got it.
Yeah. Yes. I've heard that.
Curb your jocularity.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, we can take it out now, Sheldon. But anyway, so I do want to say that is, I made it up.
Oh.
But it is based on true events.
Oh, there's a story there somewhere.
There's a story there somewhere. I can't name him because he lives today. So, next, we're going to move on to question 3 in the Is It Real or Did I Make It Up round. And this will be going to the illustrious, the prolific, and the man who is able to handle complicated situations without any difficulty, Nate White.
Thank you.
Are you ready, Sheldon, to issue forth question number 3?
Issue to Mr. White. Nate, a man was detained by police after he was seen walking down a residential street with a large plastic bag full of inflatable pool toys. Residents have been reporting pool toy disappearances for over a month, but the police decided to let the man go on this occasion. I knew he did it, said Officer Raul Basmiglia, but I wanted him to lead us to the mother lode. As Officer Basmiglia predicted, the suspect led them right to his lair, a small clearing in a patch of woods just off the highway. When confronted with police, the man told them that those were his wives and that he had freed them. When asked what he meant by wives, the man explained that they were soon going to have his babies. We've been trying a lot, but the good Lord hasn't seen fit to bless us with a child just yet.
Is it real, Nate?
Okay.
Or did I make it up?
All right. I mean, this show's fun and everything, but why would you come at me like that? I told you that in confidence. I told you I'm looking for love.
I'm
and
sorry.
I have a different idea than you. I think it's pretty mean to have me on the show as a guest and then just call me out like that. Like you're not taking my relationship seriously. It's true.
Dear, I'm so sorry.
Well, I'll take it into consideration.
Mouth gets
but that's
ahead of my.
Mm-hmm.
I like coming on the show, but if you're gonna attack me like that, then I'm just not gonna do it anymore.
So is it real?
Yeah, it's real.
It's real. Fuck, it is real, ladies and gentlemen. It is real.
Yeah, shocker.
And
Well, Nate would know about inserting things into rubber pool toys.
I don't use
in his defense, why those pool noodles shouldn't have a hole in the middle if it wasn't for something. I don't like that. There's no need for it unless
you guys are really.
You try having multiple wives, okay?
You guys are really
plastic or not. They have needs.
You guys are really letting us men down, I gotta say. First of all, Tatty Bojangles, now holes in pool toys. I can't believe it, but it is real.
Who writes this stuff?
For confirmation, check out the Florida Man blog. Okay, that was the mystery round. Tonight it was Is It Real or Did I Make It Up? I'm Doug Bergfeld with the terrific Sheldon Bird. He's also lovely. Dawn Hartill, Nate Hamlin, and Nate White. When we come back here at Craft Brew Underground at 34 Court Street, home of over 200 beers, and on September 20th, the Underground Improv Group will be here at 8 p.m. Woo! We will be back here to do the song round, the fabled song round. We didn't have to plus it, but we did! Ladies and gentlemen, it's time right now for the Ultra Quiz Plus Song Round. That's right, the dreaded Song Round. Comedians from all over America would come on the show if not for their fear of the Song Round. But these three comedians are not afraid at all of the Song Round, and we're going to get ready to go right now. But before we do the Song Round, we must sing, of course, the Song Round's theme. Are we ready to go?
Ready.
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2. It's the Song Round. Yes, it's the Song Round. It's the Song Round. It's the Song Round. Ladies and gentlemen, that was fantastic. Let's hear it for our panel, of course. All right, while we were on a break, we drew straws, and a short straw this time, and not surprisingly, was drawn by Nate White. Nate will be the first up on the Song Round. Are you ready to sing forth your song through the magic of music?
Yes.
What's the topic?
What's the category?
Oh, that's right. I told them during the break, of course, but I failed to tell the audience my oversight. I'll just quickly check my notes. I think it's pumpkin spice. Thank you very much.
Ooh, okay.
All right,
Yes.
Nate.
Thank you.
Here we go.
All right. I feel a little rhyme in my heart tonight. I think we're going to do some rap. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. Yo, basic bees, let's kick it. Spice, spice, baby. Spice, spice, baby. Yeah. Pumpkin spice, spice, baby. Hey Karen, stop and listen. Pumpkin spice is back as your brand new obsession. Becky grabs her Starbucks tightly, overflowing on her flannel ever so slightly. Will it leave a blot? Oh my God, I hope no. Slip on your Uggs and let's go. Did you hear about T-Swift's new scandal? Charge up my vape before I fly off the handle. France is my next trip that looms. My sugar daddy booked deluxe rooms. Ashley can't handle her jealousy. If she ate less carbs, we'd not be frenemies. Spin class 2 squats or you're gonna gain weight. This latte's so good, but you're gonna pay. If there's any gossip, yes, queen, it involves me. Post it on Facebook, I know you follow it. Spice, spice, baby. Oh, that pumpkin spice, spice, baby. Oh, that pumpkin spice, spice, baby. That pumpkin spice. Let's get out of here. Word to your mother.
Hey! Let's
Yo,
hear it for Nate White.
I like to spit hot fire.
Nate is clearly on the board. Gentlemen, Nate White. Well, Nate Hamlin, you're next up, having drawn the
What song are you going to do, Nate?
So I didn't feel it would be right to not do the same song as Nate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did the same song.
Yeah,
your Nate.
and that was obviously planned. So I'm not going to have as much theatrics as he did, but I'm going to give it my best shot.
Eggs work here.
All right. Stop. Check the calendar and listen. Pumpkin spice is back for the season. Basic girls, hold the Starbucks tightly, posing for selfies daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? I don't know. Maybe when we're done shoveling the snow. Flannel and scarves instead of shorts and sandals. Walking around smelling like a pumpkin spice candle. Yeah. It's spice, spice, baby.
Spice.
It's pumpkin spice, spice, baby.
Nice.
Stomping in the Ella Bean duck boots, turning apple orchards and Instagram photo shoots, Pinterest, recipes of baked goods, pumpkin spice cookies just like grandma would, pumpkin beer with the cinnamon rim. Acting this basic should be a sin, but it's not. It's just pumpkin spice, spice, baby. It's pumpkin spice, spice, baby. Too hot, too hot.
Oh, all right. Let's hear it for Nate Hamlin. Nate Hamlin, ladies and gentlemen, he is on the board. All right. Wow, Dawn. How are you feeling after that double Nate, double spice?
Wow.
I should have just picked up during the
Yeah,
hand
that
off of
was-
the chorus, I think.
We could have made a full song.
Yeah, we could have, I could have
should've
done the
planned
second
this.
verse. Yeah.
You can work that out after the show. Okay, so Dawn
Like a
Hartill.
dumpster.
Those are quite the acts to follow.
They are
I will
quite.
say that. And as much as a fly rapper that I am,
Right.
I chose not to rap tonight.
Right. Really tying one hand behind your back.
Right, right. And, I do have the advantage of being able to speak from a first-person perspective on this topic.
Really?
I do.
Pumpkin spice.
Yes, and I'm going to rot in hell for this, but here goes.
Here it goes.
Not for this.
Amazing spice, how sweet each pound that saved a bitch like me. I once was lost, but now I've found the drink that set me free. 'Twas spice that taught my heart to cheer, and pumpkins cheers received. How precious did that drink appear the hour I first achieved. Amazing spice, how sweet each pound that saved a bitch like me. Everybody, I once was lost, but now I found the drink that set me free. Spice.
Yay! Dawn Hartill, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the great Dawn Hartill
Is
on the board. All right, now is the time when the great Sheldon Bird in the birdcage must calculate the song round scores. To do that, however, he must have his allotment of suet. Sheldon, are you ready to receive your suet?
Oh, I'm dying here.
There we go. All right, I'm feeding Sheldon the suet. He's taking it in. He's masticating the suet.
Easy.
As usual, it takes a suet a little while to reach his brain. Oh, I see some recognition in his eyes. Yes, Sheldon is ready to issue forth the song round scores.
For the song round, we have really good lyrics from the two Nates. With good rap, we get 3 points each.
3 points each for the boys.
And for Dawn, with equally good lyrics and a song, 4 points.
4 points for Dawn.
Whoa.
What?
Does
What?
that mean?
Are you saying, Sheldon Bird, that I may have won the song round yet again?
Why, you might have.
Dawn Hartill, in a surprise outcome, has again won the
Hard
song
to
round.
believe.
Well, I know that's done something to the scores, but we'll have to give Sheldon just a few minutes to calculate those scores. When we come back, the
More
final
suet,
scores.
please.
What?
More suet.
Yes, suet during the break. When we come back, we'll have the final scores for Ultra Quiz Plus. After that lengthy 8-second break, we are ready to hear the final scores of the quiz. As we've learned in the previous round, it was a tight song round, though Dawn Hartill prevailed and was one of the song rounds. Sheldon, tell us what that's done for the scores for Ultra Quiz Plus tonight.
And this was a very tight contest. So we have Nate Hamlin. Welcoming Nate Hamlin to Ultra Quiz Plus. Nate gets 10 points.
10 points for Nate. Very respectable.
That seems really good until they announce the other scores, I think.
And Nate White comes in with 13.
30.
And Dawn Hartill with 15.
Dawn Hartill, 15 points.
She did it.
That's amazing.
Fake news.
What? I won again?
Ladies and
How could
gentlemen,
this be?
as often happens here at Ultra Quiz Plus, Dawn Hartill has won the song and thus the quiz! That's right, it's been Ultra Quiz Plus here at Craft Brew Underground at 34 Court Street in Auburn, Maine. I've been with Sheldon Bird in the birdcage, carrying Paul, the birdcage intern, Dawn Hartill, Nate Hamlin, Nate White, me, your host, Doug Bergfeld. Let's hear it one more time for Dawn Hartill. Oh! That's right, it's been Ultra Quiz Plus. Good night!